And now we move on to a good friend here on the show, Aaron Rodgers, keeping us on our toes. They finally released the interview that he did with fuck God, I can't remember his name. He's that was his last episode of ESPN on Sports Center.
Um,
Um,
wasn't it like Kenny something?
Kenny, yeah, well, I can't remember his last name, but Kenny,
Yeah.
dude, one of the best. Dude, I'm actually sad that I don't watch Sports Center as much as I used to as a kid. But like Sports Center used to be on basically like in high school, you get up at like 6 a.m. for school and you get ready, whatever. Well, my dad would fall asleep on the couch watching TV because he snored really loud, and my mom had to get up early, so he'd sleep on the couch voluntarily, and he would watch Sports Center to fall asleep. And so when I get up ready for school, Sports Center's on, and so like I just all those old school Sports Center casters, man, like Stuart Scott and this guy Kenny, all those people, man, those are like I grew up on that. So I'm sad that he's not on there anymore. But anyways, he interviewed Aaron Rodgers for his final interview ever, and obviously they discussed some of the stuff that came out of the internet. Basically, Adam Schefter just decided to drop bombs on draft day, and basically he addressed the situation for the first time, and he said that the issue was never drafting Jordan Love like that. Like the Jordan Love thing never necessarily pissed him off. It's not that specifically. It's just like a philosophy within the organization that used to be there and now it's not. There's a quote here. He said, "With my situation, look, it's never been about the draft picking Jordan. I love Jordan. He's a great kid. We've had a lot of fun working together. I love the coaching staff. I love my teammates. I love the fan base in Green Bay. An incredible 16 years. It's just kind of about a philosophy and maybe forgetting that it is about the people that make the thing go. It's about character. It's about culture. It's about doing things the right way."
Mm.
So clearly he thinks that the front office has fucked the culture in Green Bay. That's the problem. It has nothing to do with Jordan Love. I think he knew why they
I just
drafted
want to
Jordan Love.
know
In fact,
what
in the
about the
interview,
culture that he's not liking.
maybe it's the way the front office is treating the players. Because also, I didn't put this on here because it wasn't out, but not only is Aaron Rodgers not shown up to OTA yet, or whatever this is
None of the
OTA
wide
doing right now?
receivers have either.
Not a single wide receiver has shown up. Devontae Adams, none of those guys have shown up. So it's not just Aaron Rodgers. Like something's going wrong in the organization of Green Bay, and it's not good. Okay, it's not good. Um, but yeah, he said there was some point where he was like he always knew what the plan was when they drafted Jordan Love, and he kind of threw a wrench in it by winning MVP. He put that in the interview. He said that, which is kind of like an F you. I won MVP, bitch. Now what are you gonna do? But he said he praised everybody in the organization except for Gutekunst, which is what I'm trying to like. I think the general manager is the biggest problem. I think Aaron if in my opinion, it sounds like Aaron Rodgers thinks that Gutekunst is not treating people properly. That's what I take from this is maybe he's not listening to the players. Maybe he's not
I want to
building the
know what it
team the
is.
way
Like
that the player.
that's what I want to know. Like, is it about money?
Yeah,
Is it about
I don't think it's money because they did throw the money at him. They offered him the extension and he said no. I think it's a guy. He keeps saying philosophy.
yeah? Like that
And
could
I
mean
feel
anything.
like the way I feel like the maybe I think it's the way they're building the team. Because a lot of people, they'll say like they're building the team like trash. They're drafting the wrong positions every year. They're doing weird stuff. And I'm just wondering if that's what Aaron Rodgers is kind of getting at. Like, yo, this guy's just coming in here and not building the team at all. Like, yeah, I have good weapons, kinda, but we keep drafting positions that we don't need and this and that. And it's like, what are we doing? Um, let's see, what else did he say here? Obviously, yeah. Adam Schefter reported when that whole thing came out on draft day that the Gutekunst is like the problem that he wants Gutekunst to be fired or whatever, or else he's not coming back to the Packers. And potentially part of the problem with Aaron Rodgers again is that not only does he not like Gutekunst, but he brings that to the attention of the higher ups, and then they're just
Mm,
like, nope, we're committed to Gutekunst. Sorry, Aaron.
that's crazy.
So it's kind of like different levels of this where just like they just don't seem to. I mean, with all due respect, it kind of seems like they don't give a shit what Aaron Rodgers thinks, and they're just going to do what they want. That's what it sounds like, right?
Yeah, I mean, when you have Aaron Rodgers, who has quite, he's at least a top, maybe top five. I would say at least in the NFL as a quarterback. 16 years he's been the leader of the Green Bay Packers. Like, why would you not at least consider his opinion about the entire organization?
Yeah.
Like, there's
Just
something that Aaron Rodgers sees that it seems like they're acknowledging, but they're just like, we'll figure it out. He's not going. I can't even fathom him leaving the Green Bay Packers. But it's just like,
yeah.
with the OTAs and everything, now he's convincing all other players to do the same thing. Like, all right, well, they seem to be on Rodgers' side. So it's almost
Yeah.
like a civil war within the entire organization. Like now the players are kind of rebelling against the front office, and it's just like I just want to know what's going on.
Yeah. And it was like there was a point where shortly after all this stuff came out that Devontae Adams was kind of beat around the bush saying that he probably wasn't going to come back if Aaron Rodgers wasn't there anymore. So it's like
Yeah,
a whole issue they have. And it's really like I said, they're kind of just building the team wrong. Like, look what they've done to the offensive line. It just gets worse. They
give
had
away
a
Corey
great
Linsley,
offensive line.
give away
They had
Brian
an,
Bulaga.
exactly. They had one of the best offensive lines for like probably 4 or 5 years. And then,
You don't draft a wide receiver when you need to. You draft Jordan Love.
exactly, because you thought Aaron Rodgers was falling off the cliff, which is disrespectful. And that's probably where it all started, honestly. I know he said didn't have anything to do with them drafting Jordan Love.
He wouldn't have said it.
Because I think,
I
like, if you
mean,
if you put the pieces together, he's like, it had nothing to do with Jordan Love himself. Like, I like Jordan Love, and I think he's going to be a good player.
it's just the
I
principle
think it's
of
the fact that
drafting.
exactly. I think it's the fact that the front office just assumed that Aaron Rodgers was going to fall off this cliff
Yeah.
when he showed. I mean, okay, so dude, sorry, excuse me for having a one slightly. Do you know what a bad season for Aaron Rodgers is? 4,000 yards, 30 something touchdowns, and 10 picks. Excuse me, my bad. Must be falling off the cliff now. Same thing, by the way, they said about Tom Brady fucking 6 years ago, and he's still going.
I mean,
So
even then, like even if he is falling off a little bit, okay, I think you at least owe him. Give him a better. Just surround him.
yeah,
Look what
look
New
what the Saints
Orleans did with the
did.
Breeze. Yeah, like
Exactly.
okay, just okay. If he's not so good passing, okay, draft a good running back or make the
Build the
defense stronger.
defense. Yeah, build the defense
Like
up.
you've
Exactly.
been your quarterback for 16 years. Like you can't expect him to come hard, like swinging as hard as he can every single year. Like you have to regress at some point.
Yeah. Or
Everybody
not
has
if you're
down
Tom Brady.
years.
You get
Yeah.
one down year, bro. I swear to God, one down year. Sorry he didn't win MVP in 2019, Green Bay. Sorry. It's unfortunate. But yeah, we wait. We wait. The June 1st is coming. Once June 1st passes, anything can happen with either of these two players.
Guys, just
Um,
a spoiler alert, like next week's podcast might be insane. Like we might have actual trade for Aaron Rodgers and Julio.
yeah,
Like
or at
it
least
might be
really
that
solid
quick.
rumors. Yeah. The Packers seem adamant that they're not trading Aaron Rodgers right now. I think they're going to still try to fix it for a little while. But Julio not going to be there for long, I don't think. Because this
I
Gutekunst guy is literally like, I'm not doing this. I'm not trading you, Aaron Rodgers. Get fucked. You have 3 years on your contract. You're going to play here. Which again,
when
probably
he
why
said he
Aaron
would
doesn't like him.
retire, I remember Aaron Rodgers saying that too.
Yeah, can you retire? So how does the contracts work? If he retires right now, like if he
It's
doesn't
a,
get traded and he retires, can he how does it work? Can he
it's
just
up to
come
the
back the next
organization,
day?
I think, because I remember
Can he?
Andrew Luck when he retired in the middle of his contract, they were just like, you know what, we're still going to give you the money because you've been such a great quarterback for,
Well,
a leader. They still gave him the money.
I guess my question is like, if he retires right now, like next week, he decides I'm retiring because they're not going to trade me on a Wednesday. Can he then on Friday be like, oh, never mind, I'm not retiring, and he's a free agent now, or is he still on the Packers? How does that work?
Well,
How long do you have to
let's
be
think about Brett
retired?
Favre because he did that like 5 times. So
True. How
he
long did he
went.
stay retired for?
I don't know. I'm sure he's gonna call Brett
Exactly.
Favre tonight or whenever. I'm sure he's already called Brett about that. Like, hey man, so how
That's
do you
true.
yeah, so we'll
How do you
see.
retire, bro? How do you get out of here when they don't want to trade you?
And how do you come back? Yeah, I
By the
mean,
way, the Packers trading Brett Favre to the Vikings gives me the 2% of hope that we might get Julio Jones. Just saying, some teams are just dumb.
yeah.
But yeah, anyways, that's it for this week on those two guys. Just fascinating, bro. Those are two of the biggest names in the last decade. And
Yeah.
they might both get traded in the same offseason. These last 2 off seasons in the NFL back to back. Because by the way, guys, we're still waiting on what's going on with Deshaun Watson. Okay. If this case gets dropped, I mean, let's be real, Deshaun Watson getting traded immediately. So we're going to have 3. Oh, gosh, it's crazy.
And Russell Wilson's probably right after.
And then Russell Wilson getting traded next season, probably. I don't think it's going to happen now, but he's out of there soon. Good stuff.
Big shakeups.